Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I mentioned it that one of these would be coming, another book haul. We're back at it, but also take a moment for my cute shirt. Elon is gonna be my new school in the fall. So I did some book shopping, and you know what, I'm trying to read as much as I can this summer because I'm not sure what my schedule is going to be like for school again and how frequent book videos will come. So I'm doing a lot of my reading now. So I got this from Amazon, which is already open because I've read one of the books. This one, and then I got these from Barnes & Nobles. Why so many packages? Because Amazon didn't deliver everything at the same time. Oh, sorry, I thought I saw a fly. And then my books from Barnes & Nobles, I only got 2, and I didn't need a bag. They asked me, and I was like, it's fine without one. And I had to wait so long to film this video because one of the books just came in like the other day, and I needed it for this haul. It's also like the first book in a series that I have, so I'm gonna start with the one that's already open, but there's a book in here that goes with the separate book. So let me open this one. This has the one singular book. Now this book wasn't on Amazon Prime, that's why it took it so long to get here. That is fine. All that matters is that it's here now. So I'll start with this one. Oh my god, it's so pretty. So Daughters of NRI. Look how pretty. By Reni Amayo. I hope I said that right. So this is actually a series. And in the other box, I had this one, which is the sequel to it, and this is Descendants of the First, and I do believe it's just the 2 in the series. And as I usually do when it's a series, I just read about the first one because I have not read the series yet. So here's it together. I am excited because I've been waiting to read the series for a while, and I just went on a whim and bought them, but it's for the simple fact that these books are pretty up there price wise, and I caught them on a sale. So and as always, I'll put the prices on the screen. Okay. Time will birth hope back to the earth. It will be brought forth by the daughters of NRI. A gruesome war results in the old gods' departure from earth. The only remnant of their existence lie in 2 girls, twins separated at birth, goddesses who grew up believing that they are human. Daughters of NRI explores their epic journey of self-discovery as they embark on a path back to one another. Strong-willed Nala grows up seeking adventure in her quiet and small village, while the more reserved, I believe it's Sine, resides in the cold and political place of NRI. Though miles apart, both girls share the indestructible bond. They share the same blood, the same face, and possess the same unspoken magic, though they have vanished years ago with the lost gods. The twins are separated at birth, a price paid to ensure their survival from, sorry if I butcher this, Is Ochiri, the man who rules the kingdom of NRI. Both girls are tested in ways that awaken a mystical, formidable power deep within themselves. Eventually, their paths both lead back to the mighty Ease. But can they defeat the man who brought the gods themselves to their knees? Which I'm assuming they do defeat him, but it has to have complications because, again, we have a second book. So obviously, when another one is involved, either they get close to it at the end or there's more problems that arise. Now, it seems like they're living on 2 opposite sides, kind of like in typical books when they have twins and they give them opposite personalities. That's what it seems, as you know, one's more reserved, one's living in this political life. So they have that. I'm just kind of interested to see how they're supposed to cross paths, especially with them being on opposite ends of the kingdom. And then we're talking about this guy Ez or whatever. He defeated all the other gods and goddesses, but like, what is his power? Where does it come from? Like, who are their parents? And you see on this cover, it's a woman. I don't know, I'm assuming it's the mother, but is the mother alive now? Is she dead? Like, were they separated? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking like Twitches when they if you haven't seen Twitches, it's the Twin Witches movie on Disney. But they were separated at birth in the same place, though, sent to different realms, different families, lived different lives, but their parents were still alive. So I'm wondering if that's how it is for these twins, like their parents are still alive somewhere but trapped, or if they're actually just dead and they have to rise up to set an order to the world, if that's making sense to you guys. Hopefully it is. But I've heard really good things, especially about the first book. I have heard that the second one isn't as good, but we'll see. And, you know, sometimes you don't listen to everyone else's opinions. It'll be fine. Oh, this seems pretty quick. 319 pages. So this could be a quick read, depending on how fast the story does flow. I'll say that. And then for the second one, it seems to be around the same pages. This one is 336 pages. So about what and what. So yeah, this series. And the price on here says $23.99. I think I got it for like $19 or something. And Descendants of the First, the price on this one is also $23.99. They were both pretty pricey, and I wanted them in hardcovers because I enjoy hardcovers better. So I waited till they went on somewhat of a sale off of Amazon and got them there. Okay, moving on. So The Pretenders by Rebecca Hanover, which I mentioned that I wanted this one. This is a book I already read. It's the first one in the series, was shown on my channel before, so I am just going to read the back. I can't really give y'all predictions because I've already read it, so I know what's going to happen. So I'll just read the back for you guys and leave it at that. At Darkwood Academy, the truth always comes out. Emma is still reeling from the events of last year. Not only is her best friend, Ollie, shockingly alive, but the boy she loves, his genetic copy, Levi, is still on an island where he grew up, stranded with his deranged guardian. More importantly, Emma is grappling with who she really is. She can't accept what she learned about herself last year, but as she develops abilities no human should have, it gets harder to hide what she is from Ollie and the similars, especially when the other students on campus are determined to get rid of everyone who is different once and for all. When a new threat comes to the school, genetic copies called duplicates, Emma realizes there is more at stake, and she could have dreamed of. Emma and her friends have to try to stop the Similars creator from putting a plan into motion that could destroy everyone they love. Honestly, I really did enjoy this book, but I kind of wish it went to 3. I kind of wish it was a trilogy, because there's some stuff that happens that we could have explored a little more in another book. And the ending, I had mixed feelings on it, but overall it was really good and I enjoyed it. So again, I'm not going to explain more than what I've already said because I know what's going to happen. And the price on here says $10.99. Now, moving on to The Cheerleaders by Tara Thomas. I mentioned this in my one of my book hauls. I mentioned this because I have another book by her that I enjoyed, and this had been on my list. There are no more cheerleaders in the town of Sunnybrook. First, there was a car accident not long after the murders happened. Monica's sister was the last cheerleader to die. After her suicide, Sunnybrook High disbanded the cheer squad. No one wanted to be reminded of what happened. That was 5 years ago. Now the faculty and students at Sunnybrook want to remember the lost cheerleaders, but for Monica, it's not that easy. She just wants to forget. Only Monica's world is starting to unravel. There are letters in her stepdad's desk, an unearthed years-old cell phone, a strange new friend at school. Whatever happened 5 years ago isn't over. Some people in the town know more than they're saying, and somehow Monica is the center of it all. There are no more cheerleaders in Sunnybrook, but that doesn't mean anyone else is safe. I literally hope it's not Monica's, stepdad? I hope it's not him. Because I watched a movie on Lifetime before, and it turns out it was the dad of these daughters doing these killings. So it's possible, but I don't know. They mentioned it in here, and that could be just a ploy to shake it up. I feel like it would be too obvious if they said it. So I don't know. That could be what's happening. I don't have much to go. I mean, like, it's not giving you too much. So I don't have that much. That the only option I really have is that it could be the stepdad, but I don't know. I feel like that's too easy. But if it stopped, the killing stopped for 5 years, and then all of a sudden it's coming back. But also some stuff must have gone down in those 5 years to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because they had all that time to like do whatever they needed to do to remember or whatnot, or get rid of evidence if. But I guess not. I don't know. We'll see. I am excited. It seems like a quick read. It has close to 400 pages. Hold on. Because it's a preview for another book in here. So 371 pages. So it seems quick enough. And I'm getting more into murder mystery, suspense, and all that. And the other book I have from her is called That Weekend, which was a quick suspense thriller going on, and I'm enjoying those. So we're gonna continue with this one, and she has 2 other ones with the whole suspense murder mystery that I might check out. But yes, this has been on my list for a long time. The price for this one says $10.99. Okay, moving on. Now we have A Song Below Water by Bethany C. Morrow. And I recently heard good things about this one, so I decided to give it a try. And it's also part of a series. The second one comes out sometime this month, and it's about sirens and mermaids. And you know, I'm into that genre as well. We love to see it. So yeah, I'm going to read, hold on. Once I find the thing to read. Oh, it doesn't look like it has one, because usually it's on the back of the book. It's not on the back of the book. In hardcover, it's usually on the inside. Okay, it's just a small thing. Hopefully this is enough. A captivating fantasy for today's readers, Bethany C. Morrow debut YA novel, A Song Below Water, is about 2 sister friends discovering their magical identities against the challenges of misogynoir. I hope I said that one right. But that's literally it. So that's all I have to go off. But I have heard really good things, so I am excited. And like I said, it has to deal with like sirens and mermaids, but it also deals with like the real world. But I think it has a twist on like topics from the real world, but told in this kind of magical sense. But yeah, since I'll read some of the quotes on the inside. I love this book so much. Bethany C. Morrow delivers a blistering modern classic with this gorgeous tale of friendship and power. A Song Below Water somehow manages to be intensely happy and sad at the same time, and all in the balance of great riveting storytelling. The best YA novel I've read all year. Daniel Jose Older, New York Times bestselling author of Shadow Shaper. let's read another one, and then we're gonna move on, just so y'all can hear some about it. A charming and fierce read, an ode to the bonds of friendship and an indictment of the world around them and the world around us. Book Riot. It's all like positive things. Also, one of the main characters' name is Tavia, and I've mentioned this before. My mom's name is Tavia, and this is actually the second book I bought for one of the reasons that the main character's name is Tavia. So there you have it. And that was actually the last book in this box. So this is my other one from Amazon, and this one was shipped differently because I don't know. This was Amazon Prime. It just didn't come with the other stuff. And here we go. Look how pretty. So Burn Our Bodies Down by Rory Power. Oh, hold on. I forgot to mention this book, the original price is $9.99. Now, Burn Our Bodies Down by Rory Power. Again. And I've read Wilder Girls by her, which is how I found out about this one. Wilder Girls has been on my channel. Yes. So, read and discuss is what we shall do. Going home is playing with fire. Ever since Margot was born, it's been just her and her mother struggling to get along. But she may have found a clue to her past, a photograph pointing to her town called Fellaine. Yet when Margaret gets there, she feels it in her gut. There's something not right about Fellaine. The towering fields of dying corn, odd looks from the locals, then a mysterious girl who could be Margot's twin is pulled from a fire. And Margot realizes that her mother left this town for a reason. Only was it to hide her past, or was it to protect Margot from what's still there? The one thing Margaret knows for sure is there's poison in her family's tree, and her roots are dug so deeply into Fellaine that now that she's there, she might never escape. Okay, I'm here for it. So either she has a twin, but I don't think the mother would have separated her twins, but I've read a lot of books where they tend to do that, so that's an option. Or like it's a doppelganger, or the mother had another child and she left her there, or that's just simply her family, because you know sometimes cousins tend to look alike, so they could just be cousins or whatnot, but I don't know. And if it's just her and her mom, maybe the dad side of the family was trippy, but she's going back to Fellaine, which is her mother's side, so I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, because it's saying a mysterious girl who could be Margot's twin. But I'm not sure. I do think the mom probably ran away to protect her and her daughter. But you know how sometimes children don't listen to their parents. Not me though. Some other people. But sometimes children don't listen to their parents, and then they find themselves in these predicaments that wouldn't have happened if they would have just listened. So this could be what she's about to go through, because now it's saying she's there and she might never escape. Well, if you would have listened to your mom, you wouldn't be in this situation. So that's what we have. And this is 339 pages. So another fairly quick read, which this one by her, Wilder Girls, was the same. It was a quick read, easy to follow. It didn't take long to get into it, so I'm hoping that's the same, because this sounds very interesting. It sounds like it could be something, but also look at the details, how the letters are burning. I just thought that was cool. Yeah, but I'm excited for this. And it says the price on this is $10.99. Now that was it for my Amazon books. Now I'm going on to the Barnes & Noble's books. Also, look at this little bookmark Barnes & Noble's gave. And then it has information about getting a Barnes & Noble's card to be a member. But I just got 2 books. So, I have the receipt in here so I can tell you all the prices. But this is my Dearest Darkest by Kayla Cottingham. I mentioned this in one of the book hauls before, that one time I went in Barnes & Noble's, they had a dark academia section, and this was one of the books in it. I didn't get it at the time because I saw some other books, but I went, and as you can see, this is buy one get one 50. So I got it this time around, and also because I mentioned that I'm getting, you know, into this murder suspense type thriller. We're getting into it. So I'm gonna read the back. While all towns have their ghosts, rainwaters were special. The island had a habit of keeping things long after they were gone. And when Finch Chamberlain stepped foot in Rainwater, Maine, it decided to keep her. Finch Chamberlain is the newest transfer student to the ultra-competitive Alumni Academy. She's also not what she seems. Before school started, Finch and her parents were in an accident that should have left her dead, but something monstrous and ancient and terrifying wouldn't let her die. Finch doesn't know why she woke up after her heart stopped, and ever since she's felt a constant pull to the town of Rainwater, like something there is calling to her. Celine St. Clair rules Alumni Academy. She's careful not to let anyone get too close to her until she meets Finch. The two girls are instantly drawn to each other, even though Selena fears letting Finch in will change everything. One night, Finch and Selena and their friends accidentally summon a creature of immense power in the depths of the school. It promises to grant every desire the girls have kept locked away in their insecure hearts: beauty, power, adoration, in exchange for a price. But at the cost of their wanting becomes more deadly. Finch and Selena must learn to work together to stop the horror they've unleashed before it consumes the entire island. Okay, interesting. Now, I'm not sure. I'm assuming whatever this thing is that kept Finch alive, it might have been because she was about to die. That it shows her. I don't know. I'm thinking that could be a possibility. And either this like demon that they summoned was kind of calling Finch to get there, or maybe Selena has some ties to it. They have to have ties to each other in some kind of way, because when books, they don't just randomly get paired. There's always a reason. So I'm thinking some type of way Finch and Selena are like connected to each other, and the demon has something to do with Finch if this mysterious force is pulling her to Rainwater, and it says that she stepped foot in there and it decided to keep her. So maybe because of her ability, or what happened to her because she was supposed to die. That's all I'm getting here. I'm not sure what else we have. And this has 353 pages. But it seems good. I'm just not sure what's happening. There's sometimes where I'm able to guess what it is. I can't. It all seems a little odd, but in a good way. And I'm excited. And it seems like, again, another quick read. And the original price on this is $10.99. Pull up the receipt and tell you how much I got it for. And I got it for $4.94 because it was the two books I got were buy one get one 50% off. Plus I also had Barnes & Noble's member, so I got money off for that. So we're about to go into the last book. Okay, the last book, All Our Hidden Gifts, and this is by Caroline O'Donoghue. And they had like a witch table set up. Some of the books I had already gotten. This was one I didn't. At the time, I didn't know it was a series. Well, I figured it would be, but I didn't know that the series had already been out. Like the second book is out and the third book comes out, I believe, next year. So yeah, or else I would have looked for the second book. But here we have it, a witch book. Well, witch kind of tarot, because this mentions tarot cards, and they were also selling tarot cards next to this book. So Maeve Chambers will do almost anything for attention. So when she finally finds a dusty pack of tarot cards at school, she soaks up the celebrity that comes with giving eerily accurate readings to her classmates. That already sounds like a setup. There's one person whose attention she can't capture though. Her former best friend, Lily O'Callahan, whom she betrayed last year in an act that still makes Maeve cringe. When Lily is finally goaded into sitting for a reading, she selects a card that shouldn't be there at all. 2 days later, she disappears. Consumed by guilt, Maeve teams up with the beautiful, sophisticated classmate Fiona and the sexy, mysterious Roe, Lily's older sibling, to try to find her lost friend. But as the three combine their unnatural talents to bring Lily back, they must face the dark forces keeping her trapped before she's lost forever. So, this has to deal with tarot cards, but I feel like tarot cards always leads to like witches and warlocks. So we're still gonna say this is in the somewhat witch realm, and then it has the little, why can't I think of what these are called right there, but you know what I'm thinking, astrological signs. So maybe that has to take place in here. I'm assuming Maeve might try to get with Lily's older sister Roe. I'm not sure if Fiona is supposed to be in her friend group or she just ends up teaming up with her to help find Lily. I don't know. It seems interesting, and it's a series, and I love a good series. And like I said, the second one to this one is already out, so I will be buying that eventually so I can finish the series. Well, at least be closer to finishing the series, because I'm not sure when the third one, I know the third one comes out in 2023. I'm just not sure on the month, the day. And this might be my thickest book. So let me see. 374. So this is in fact my thickest book, which is crazy because all of these are like, I'll say 380 and less, but they're all in 300s. So again, another quick read. To be honest, all of these seem like quick reads because they're in the 300s, but again, it, for me, depending on like how fast we can get into the book, because sometimes if the action doesn't start fast, it's like slow getting into the book, and I don't like when books are like that and it takes forever for me to read it because then I'm losing interest. The price on this one is $9.99, and as I mentioned, this was part of the buy one get one 50. And I paid $4.49 for this book, and again, I'm a Barnes & Noble's member, so I got percentage off extra for this book. And those are all of my books. And also, I got a little bit more books this time around, because I believe it was like 8 books, because I'm going to attempt to do a read for like 24-hour challenge, because again, as I mentioned in the beginning, I'm trying to read as much as I can this summer, because I don't know what my school schedule is going to be like. So I'm just going to do my books one more time, and then that's it. So All Our Hidden Gifts by Caroline. Okay, I don't know if y'all heard Siri, but All Our Hidden Gifts by Caroline O'Donoghue. And then My Dearest Darkest by Kayla Cottingham. Burn Our Bodies Down by Rory Power. A Song Below Water, Bethany C. Morrow. The Cheerleaders by Cara Thomas. The Pretenders by Rebecca Hanover. And then Daughters of N.R.I. by Reni Amayo. And Descendants of the First by Reni Amayo. And that's all of my books. And that's until the next time, whenever that may be. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button down below. Peace and blessings, my loves.